Good day to all students. In this video lesson, we are going to tackle about the energy flow in the ecosystem, the food web, and then the food chain. Let us first find the words here in the crossword puzzle, wherein these words are necessary in our discussion. For learning competencies, describe the trophic levels of an organism as levels of energy in a food pyramid. Use examples of food pyramids to describe the transfer of energy between organisms from one trophic level to another. For learning objectives, explain how organisms contribute to the flow of energy in an ecosystem. Describe the different types of energy pyramid in an ecosystem. So the question, what is the relationship between trophic levels and the transfer of energy in an ecosystem? In an ecosystem, different populations of organisms have different roles that partially determine their trophic levels. An ecosystem's success depends on the relationship among organisms in the different trophic levels. Essentially, there are two basic concepts about ecosystems that need to be understood. Number one, how energy is used by organisms, and number two, how organisms acquire minerals and other essential inorganic substances. Of the different abiotic factors that affect the organisms that live in an ecosystem, energy is the most important. It is needed by the living components of the ecosystem for survival. Energy from the sun is captured by producers such as plants, algae, and some bacteria, and is used to synthesize food in a process called photosynthesis. Organisms are classified according to how they obtain food in the trophic level. Producers are also called autotrophs because they can make their own food. Organisms that depend on producers and other organisms for food and energy, on the other hand, are called consumers or heterotrophs. So when you say producers, these are the organisms that can make their own food or can undergo the process of photosynthesis. So ang tawag po sa kanila is producers or autotrophs. Yun namang consumer, they depend on producers and other organisms. Sila yung kumakain sa producer and other organisms. At ang ibang tawag sa kanila is heterotrophs. Ito po yung example ng mga autotrophs or producers. We have plants, algae, phytoplankton, and some bacteria. And heterotroph or the consumers are animals, fungi, most bacteria. So majority po sa bacteria are consumers or heterotroph, and protozoa. There are three types of consumers: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores consume plants, carnivores eat meat, and omnivores consume both plants and animals. An ecosystem also has decomposers, the ones that break down dead organisms and obtain energy from waste such as feces and leaf litter. Fungi such as mushrooms and other bacteria such as Pseudomonas are decomposers. Tritivores are organisms that feed on dead or decaying organic matter from plants and animals as well as fecal matter. They play an important role in the ecosystem by getting rid of the bulk of decomposing organic matter in our planet. Examples of detritivores are earthworms, millipedes, dung beetles, woodlice, and clams. So ito po yung examples of herbivore. A population that shares the same function and energy requirement is assigned to a trophic level or feeding level. An energy pyramid is a graphical model that shows how energy flows in an ecosystem. Its shape represents how the amount of energy available to consumers decreases at each trophic level. The primary producers, plants, are the base level. Insects are the primary consumers of plants and are the second trophic level. Okay, we have here example of the energy pyramid wherein yung nasa pinakailalim, ito yung mas mataas ang amount of energy. And habang tumataas po yan, pinapasa yung energy, mas nababawasan yung amount. So at the third trophic level are frogs, which are then consumed by snakes. At the fourth trophic level, snakes are then eaten by eagles, which are at the fifth trophic level. Note that the consumers are relatively few at the top of the pyramid because there is much less energy available for them. The rules of 10 applies to the energy pyramid, in which only 10% of energy in a trophic level is passed on to the next trophic level, with the 90% used for growth, repair, and reproduction, with some escaping as heat. So the flow of energy in an ecosystem can be described using models and diagrams. A food chain is a linear arrangement of organisms according to the order in which one organism is eaten by another organism. For example, grass, a primary producer, is at the start of the food chain. or the first trophic level. The first animal, the grasshopper, is the primary consumer and positioned at the second trophic level. The next animal, the mouse, considered the secondary consumer, is positioned at the third trophic level, followed by the snake as the tertiary consumer at the fourth trophic level. When the snake dies, it is broken down by the decomposers and its nutrients are consumed by plants like grass. So nagkaroon lang na po ng cycle. Yung namatay na consumer, so madidecompose yun with the decomposer, with the bacteria and fungi, and then magagamit naman yung nutrients ng nabulok by plants. Rarely do organisms eat just one type of food. If you list every species in an ecosystem and connect them to their food sources, you will come up with a model made up of interlocked arrows that resemble a spider web. This interconnecting food chain is called a food web. It shows the precise feeding relationship among a population of organisms. Food web describe feeding relationships in an ecosystem more accurately than food chain. So, ang pagkakaiba po ng food chain, that is only one line, linear or one line direction. Unlike the food web, this is a combination of many food chain. So, this is much more realistic because one organisms do not eat just one type of food. So, maraming kinakain po ang isang klase ng organism. So, mas malinaw siyang i-describe using the food web. So, the ecological pyramids. The number of organisms at each trophic level can be visualized through a pyramid, known as pyramid of numbers. Other ecological pyramids such as energy and biomass pyramids are used to quantitatively show how much energy is transferred from one trophic level to the next level. This is the example of the pyramid of numbers. A pyramid of numbers shows the abundance of individual organisms at each trophic level in an ecological community. It suggests that a thriving community would have more plants than herbivores and more herbivores than carnivores, otherwise the community would collapse. So, kung makikita natin dito sa pyramid, mas marami yung producer kumpara doon sa first level consumer or the first herbivore. And then the primary carnivore, mas marami yung herbivore kumpara sa carnivore. Kasi kung mas marami po yung carnivore kumpara sa herbivore, mauubos yung... So, may mga case naman na inverted ang pyramid ng pyramid of numbers. So, however, the pyramid of numbers does not always appear as a regular pyramid. For example, a single tree or the producer may feed hundreds of caterpillars or the primary consumers, or a deer primary consumer may be infested with numerous ticks, the secondary consumers. Hence, the pyramid of numbers is not always upright when the number of organisms in the trophic level exceeds the number of organisms in the trophic level below it. So, may mga nangyayari naman po na sa kagaya isang puno lang, mas mababa yung kanyang yung number. Pero pwede nang makapagpakain ng maraming consumer. So, that pwede mangyari yung tinatawag na inverted pyramid of numbers. Pero in case doon sa mga regular sizes na same, almost regular sizes na organism, so karaniwan, mas marami yung producer. So, other one, the pyramid of biomass. Pyramid of biomass is the graphic representation of biomass present per unit area of different trophic levels, with producers at the base and top carnivores at the top. So, yung, kung mapapansin natin, yung pinaka nasa taas dito sa picture is the Lion King. So, kaya niya kasing kainin lahat ito, mga nasa baba niya na animals. Ayan. Ito po yung sa energy pyramid of energy pyramid. So, kung yung producers ay nakapag-produce ng 1,000 kilocalorie na amount of energy, kapag kinain siya ng primary consumer, ang makukuha lang doon na kilocalorie ng primary consumer is only 100. Meaning, that is only 10%. Kaya itinatawag na rule of 10. And then, yung secondary consumers, 10 kilocalorie lang ang makukuha niya doon sa primary consumers. At yung tertiary consumers, 1 kilocalorie lang. So, habang tumataas ang trophic level, lumalayo doon sa producer, mas bumababa ang amount of energy na nakukuha ng organism. And yung 90% na nawala, napunta po yun dun in terms of growth, the processes, the life processes of the living thing. So, nagamit yun, yung 90%. Kaya 10% lang ang nakukuha ng nasa taas na trophic level. So, the inverted pyramid of biomass. So, nangyayari din pala yung inverted. Mas marami yung zooplankton kumpara doon sa phytoplankton, which are the producers. So, for example, work example, among the most common relationship in any ecosystem is the prey-predator relationship. The food chain shows the eating sequence of energy transfer among several organisms. In simple terms, the food chain shows what eats what. For guide question, based on this picture, what organisms are considered producers in the food chain? So, based dito sa picture, The answer, okay, grasses ang producers. So, what organisms are consumer in the food chain dito sa picture? So, we have bird, mouse, grasshopper, owl, snake, fox, frog, rabbit, and hawk. The diagram below is an example of an energy pyramid. Label the different trophic levels of the energy pyramid using the word bank provided. So, simulan natin dito sa pinakababa. Ano nga yung nasa pinaka-base ng ating pyramid? Producers. What about the second level? We have primary consumers. The third one is secondary consumers. And then the fourth trophic level, we have the tertiary consumers. So, identify the diagram below you based on their role in the ecosystem. So, yung number 1, mga plants, ano nga ang tawag sa kanila? They are so-called producers. And then number 2, the primary consumers. And then the next one, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, and then fungi is considered as decomposers.